Hi again, lovelies. So, this is day number 10. I know I'm behind, sorry again, but I'm catching up, I swear. So, this is what decks have been long lost in your collection that you want to reconnect with. Those are like three keywords there. So, decks long lost. So I was like, well, long. I know time is relative, and it depends. Like, so what? It's long. Like maybe 2 months is long. Maybe 10 years is long. Like it depends. It depends on anyone, and it's a free game. So I went back as like when I started reading, and that took me to playing cards. When I was in like the system in Mexico is different, but like elementary, high school, like somewhere in between. I actually started reading playing cards, or I'm not, when you have those memories that are vague. I'm not even sure if it was before that or not. But I mean, I've got like, look at this. This is like well loved, well used. I'm sure it has a lot of my DNA. The backs are really like, I don't, they're okay. I mean, they're not my favorite backs, but it's like, eh. But I mean, I do have a fascination with birds, and when I saw this, in actually one of my travels, I was like, I fell in love with it, especially because it has a bird that was really, really close to my heart. So I definitely wanted, to remember, the bird. I love the kingfisher as well. So this is like from Heritage Playing Card Company. So definitely I mean, I recently took another, oh, look, he's so beautiful. Okay, so I recently took actually Kelly's playing cards class, and I was like, I remember playing games, like divinatory games, but games, I guess, with my friends, and like, I don't know, we were having fun. Now I'm starting to becoming well, I guess we were teenagers. The transition from girls to women, I mean, it was fantastic. So I definitely want to reconnect with this deck. Like the box, like it's like, but I don't. I mean, it has a special meaning. I don't even mind that the box is like wore off. I might keep the box like safer and just switch to a nice bag or something else, just so it doesn't get like further damaged or broken. But I mean, this has been with me like a long, long, long time, like 20 years maybe a little more, like 21 years maybe, sort of. So definitely I want to reconnect with this. Now that I've learned like everyone has like their playing cards interpretation, and it varies from tradition to tradition, from family to family, like from Spain now, because many people like in Mexico learn like read Spanish playing cards, or if you're reading like an English deck. So I mean, it's very like good to have your own meanings, and I know I have my own, but I like to study and like sort of have that intellectual base and also your intuition base, like to combine those two. That's like a perfect synchronicity, well, not synchronicity, but like a perfect, what's the word I'm looking for, a perfect symposium. I'll look for the word and put it on. I don't want to edit. Sorry, but I'll put it in the comments, the word that I'm looking for. It's like symbiotico in Spanish, so I'll look that up. So one card, this definitely is a must that I must reconnect with. Now, this was actually kind of lost in my collection. This was before I started to formally read tarot or even look into what cards were out there. And then I was like going through my books and my stuff, and I was like, yeah, what is this? Why do I have this? And these are actually goddess cards. And I actually, because for some, like recently I was looking like for some like deck with goddesses, and there was a little controversy there with a recent deck. I'm not going into that. And then I was like, wait, I have this, and I actually love it. No, it actually has a goddess that it's been really, really present in my life, which he is Hecate, and I think she's lovely depicted there. No, I really like the whole feeling. And this has like, I mean, some goddesses that I don't know, many goddesses that I do know. And I was like, why do I even have this? Like, what is this? It's just 28 cards, so it's not a lot, no, as you can see. I do like the backs. They're a little like faded, but I think that's in everyone, or yeah. So that actually is from this book, which is in Spanish, no? I'm not even sure when I bought this, maybe 3 years ago, maybe 2. I'm not sure because I bought it at a local store, so I don't have like a formal payment that I can double check. So it's El Oráculo de las Diosas, so the Goddess Oracle by Sylvia Solowski. And I actually read from this book, no, because yeah, I was working with, oops, sorry, Goddess Energy. That's yeah, it smells good. So it has just like a little depiction there, and I think it has interesting questions, and this was recommended, so I started reading it without really pulling cards or anything. But now I'm like, well, maybe I want to work, no, maybe a month with each goddess, maybe, I don't know, I haven't said it, maybe one for the whole year. It's so like, I don't like to enforce something, because to me the feminine is not about structure, so I don't want to impose that. So it's even like in this plastic that it came with, so definitely lost and definitely want to reconnect with. So thank you for that, because I was like, oh yeah, actually I do have something that fits perfectly that tag or that specific day. And then last but not least, The Wild Unknown. This has recently it's coming again to my life, and I just love it. This is a mass market edition. I absolutely adore it, and I was obsessed with this. At first, this was like, I think this was the first tarot deck I gifted. I mean, not this one, right? But like the Wild Unknown was the first tarot deck I gifted to someone else. I was actually another deck, but then he was like, there was like something wrong with the card, one of the cards, and so we went, my friend and I, to this bookstore and changed it, and he chose this, and it's like so beautiful, and we were so impressed, like, and I just I loved it. So, and but then I was like, I don't know, maybe it's not for me. So I actually hesitated a lot, and then I just look at it, and I fall back in love. And it's like, this is in my, I actually keep this one because this card was damaged. Like this deck in particular, like someone else wanted it, but he's like super perfectionist. And I was like, this card is damaged, like you're not gonna live with that. I mean, it's not stuck in anything else, I don't know. And maybe I could ask for a replacement card, but it's like, I'm in Mexico, I don't know how that, like, if the company, it's even worth it, like, am I gonna make the company spend all that for, like, I don't mind, like, it's fine. I don't like the girl, but this card, it's like, that's like so gorgeous, like so gorgeous. I love the color combination, the butterfly, and just like the overall feeling. So yes, every time I look at it, I fall again. And I was just gonna quickly say that this is one of my game changer decks. So it's like, I really like this. I think this brought back tarot to a boom again, and I think it's an awesome combination between Rider Waite Smith and Pips, and it's like a little peepish but not too much. It's just, I think Kim Krantz was like she did an amazing job here. So definitely, I think I need to constantly reconnect with this deck, because you know, sometimes like you've studied all of the cards and like you know them all, and maybe you have read them all, and then somehow like time passes again. I don't want to say like maybe a day, maybe a minute, maybe a month, maybe 1,000 years, I don't know, but then somehow you look at the card again and it's like completely new. It's like you haven't looked at it before in that specific way. So it's just like, to me it's just like so magical and like opening a new world. So these are the decks that I want to reconnect with in 2020. So I'm waiting to see yours. So I'll see you. Oh, I'm out of focus, sorry. Okay, waiting to see you on the next one. Bye. Mwah. Bye, lovelies.